Good afternoon, ma'am, and my classmate. So today we're going to present the events regarding the second homecoming and La Liga Filipina. This presentation is divided into 4 parts. First of all, let's take a short throwback on Winwa's results for homecoming. At August 8, 1887, Rizal returned to Calamba. It was his first homecoming. The second homecoming of Rizal was June 26, 1892. It was the day they arrived in Manila. He came home with his widowed sister Lucia. Rizal, being a meticulous diarist, summarized the day he came back at Philippines. He arrived at Manila on 26th of June 1892, Sunday at 12 noon. He met by many carabiners headed by a major. There were in addition one captain and one sergeant of veteran civil guard. He came down with my luggage and they inspected him at custom house. From there he went the Hotel de Oriente. We occupied room number 22, facing the Church of Binondo. In afternoon at 4 o'clock, he went to Malacanang Palace to seek audience with the Spanish government General Dispojol, basta Conde de Caspe. He was told to come back at the night at 7 o'clock. Promptly at 7 p.m., he returned to Malacanang and was able to confer with Governor General Dispojol, who agreed to pardon his father but not the rest of the family, and told him to return on Wednesday, June 29. After his brief interview with the Governor General, he visited his sister in the city. First Narcisa and later of Saturnina. I know, we will wonder that was the reason of Rizal. What was his reason to come back at the Philippines despite the multiple advice of his family and friends to stay outside the country? The 4 reasons Rizal's for going back to the Philippines. The first reason is he wanted to talk to Governor General Dispojol about his Borneo colonization project. The second, he will establish La Liga Filipina to unite the Filipino people in the trust sense of the unity of solidarity against violence and deprivation. The third reason, he would like to prove to Eduardo Dilete that the criticism published against him in La Solidaridad had no basis but only pure speculation. December 31, 1891, he sent a letter to Bloomingtreet. He said, "I believe that La Solidaridad is no longer the instrument for struggle. The fight is no longer in the Madrid. It is in the Philippines." Rizal also left a message to his fellow Filipino patriots in Europe. He said, "The battle is in the Philippines. From there, we will meet. We will help one another. Together, we will fight and sacrifice for the sake of our homehold." Okay. Rizal's second homecoming will be discussed struggling on the next slides. Without further ado, let us proceed to the next presenter. The next presenter. Thank you.
Hello ma'am, this is our report, the second homecoming of Rizal in La Liga Filipina. Pagpapatuloy ko lang po ang report ni Mr. Balangge. So, let's start. 6 p.m. of June 27, Rizal boarded a train into Tuban Station, visited his friends. Ang lugar na pinuntahan niya ay ang Malolos, Bulacan, San Fernando, Pampanga, Tarlac, Bacoor, Pampanga. 5 p.m. of June 28, Rizal returned by train to Manila, whether he knew it or not. He shadowed by government spies who was carefully his every movement. So sinabi ni Rizal na bumalik siya sa pamamagitan ng tren, and also binabantayan ng government, binabantayan nila bawat kilos ni Rizal. The homes he had visited were raided by the Guardia Civil, which seized some copies of the Nole and Fili and some subversive pamphlets. So, sinalakay ng Guardia Civil ang mga bahay na binisita ni Rizal. Kumuha ng ilang kopya ng mga Nole at Fili or some of subversive pamphlets. Wednesday, June 29 DZ at 7:30 to 9:15, I saw His Excellency. I did not succeed to have the penalty of exile lifted, but he gave me hope with regard to my sisters, as it was the feast of Saint Peter and Saint Paul. Thursday, June 30, we talked about question of Borneo. Pinag-usapan nila ang tungkol sa tanong ng Borneo. The general opposed to it, very much opposed. He told me to come back Sunday. So, tutol ang general dito na sinabi niya na bumalik na lang sa Sunday. Sunday, July 3, we talk about sundry things, and I thank him for having lifted the exile of my sisters. I told him that my father and brother would arrive on the first boat. He asked me if I would like to go abroad to Hong Kong. I told him yes. He told me to return on Wednesday. Okay, we will go to founding of the Liga Filipina. July 3, 1892, Sunday evening. Rizal attended a meeting of the Patriots at the home of the Chinese Filipino Mestizo on Laya Street, Tondo, Manila. Rizal explained the objectives of the Filipinos. He presented the Constitution of Liga, which had written in Hong Kong. Patriots were impressed and approved. He established of the Liga.
Good evening. Continuous no report namin ang objectives ng Liga Filipina. a civic league of Filipinos which he desired to establish and its role on the socio-economic life of the people. So, ibig sabihin nito is, nais niyang pataguyod yung papel ng buhay ng pang-ekonomiya sa bawat Pilipino. And ang officer of the new league, yung panibagong liga ng Pilipina, ang pinaka-founder nila is si Jose Rizal. President Ambrosio Salvador. Yung fiscal naman si Agustin de la Rosa. Treasurer Bonifacio Arivalo. Secretary and First Supreme Leader Katipunan Deodato Arellano. So 1892 siya in La Liga Filipina. Then next, yung exile of Rizal, President and Supreme Leader Domingo Franco. So parang siya yung nagiging leader ng Supreme. And Secretary Treasurer Deodato Arellano. Fiscal Isidro Francisco. At Secretary naman si Apolinario Mabini. So may grafting dito ng La Liga Filipina, the Philippine League. Parang administration nila. So founder pa rin nila is si Jose Rizal. Kung makita yung grafting dyan. Medyo malalo. Malabo. Basta yun na yun. President pa rin yung Ambrosio Salvador, Agustin de la Rosa yung fiscal. Yun yung grafting nila. So, Constitution of the Liga Filipina. Number 1 is to unite the archipelago into one compact and homogeneous body. Number 2, mutual protection in every want and necessity. Number 3, defense against all violence and injustice. Number 4, encourage of education, agriculture, and commerce. Number 5, study of application and reforms. Ang motto naman nila dito is Onus and Star Omnium, or you sabihin one like all. Susunod naman is duties of the Liga Filipina members. Ito yung mga duties ng mga Liga Filipina. Number 1, obey the orders of the Supreme Court. So, yung bawat rules na gagawin ng Supreme Court is dapat matugunan din ng mga ibang director. Yan. Number 2, to help in recruiting new members. So, magtutulungan daw sila para makarecruit ulit ng panibagong mga members. And especially yung mga nasa matataas na posisyon. Number 3, to keep in strictest secrecy the decision of the Liga authorities. Number 4, to have a symbolic name which he cannot change until he becomes president of the council. Number 5, to report the fiscal anything that he may hear which affects the Liga. So ito, dapat laging nire-report sa fiscal yung mga bawat narinig mo sa loob ng Liga. And number 6, to behave well, add benefits a good Filipino. And number 7, the last, to help fellow members in all ways. So yan lang naman yung sa akin. So yun, salamat.
Rizal second homecoming. July 6, Wednesday. Rizal went to Malacanang to resume his series of interviews with Governor General. The Governor General showed some printed leaflets were entitled Pobres Friars, Poor Friars. Rizal denied having those leaflets, despite his denial and insistent demand for investigation. He was placed under arrest and escorted to Fort Santiago by Ramon Gispohol. the nephew and aide of Governor General. July 7, Thursday. Gaceta de Manila published the story of Rizal arrest. The same issue the gubernatorial decree gave him the reason for Rizal. The portion as follows. Number 1. Rizal published books and articles abroad which show disloyalty to Spain, which were frankly anti-Catholic and prudently anti-friar. Second, a few hours after his arrival, there was found in his package a bundle of handbills entitled Pobres Friars. Third, his novel El Filibusterismo was dedicated to the memory of the three traitors. And fourth, the end to which he pursues in his efforts in writings is to tear from the loyal Filipino breeds the treasure of our Catholic faith. So, ayun po. Ang pagkakaintindi ko po dito is second homecoming of Rizal, July 6, Wednesday. July 6, araw ng Miyerkules. Si Rizal ay pumunta sa Malacanang para ipagpatuloy ang kanyang pakikipanayam sa Governor General. Tapos yung Governor General, nagpakita siya ng ilang mga leaflets or handbills kay Rizal which entitled Pobres Friars or Poor Friars. Pero tinanggihan ito ni Rizal sa kabila ng kanyang pagtanggi at pagpipilit siya ay naaresto at pinunta sa Fort Santiago by Ramon Dispohol. Siya ang pamangkin at kanang kamay ng Governor General. July 7, Webes. Sa Gaceta de Manila, pinablish nilang istorya ng pagkaresto kay Rizal. At kasabay ng gobernational decree ng nagbigay din ng dahilan for Rizal deportation. Halimbawa, yung una, si Rizal ay nagpublish ng books at articles sa ibang bansa kung saan nagpakita ito ng disloyalty sa bansang Spain. Sa pangalawa, is sa rival may natagpuan silang bundle of handbills or leaflets sa kanyang package which entitled of Pobres Friars. At sa pangatlo naman, unang nobela niyang El Filibusterismo, dinedicate niya para sa mga alaala ng three triers. At huli, which he pursues in his efforts in writings, ay ang mapunit mula sa tapat na paghihingi ng mga Pilipino ang treasure ng ating Katolik or pananampalataya. And that's it.
Okay, good morning ma'am. I will continue the report of Mr. Balagat kasi wala na yung mga ibang members namin. So, let's start the topic of the second homecoming of La Liga Filipina. So, ipagpapatuloy ko lang po ang aming report. Thank you. July 15, 1892, 12:30 a.m., Rizal was brought under heavy guard to the steamer Cebu, which was sailing to Dapitan. 1 a.m., the steamer under Captain Del Gras departed sailing south, passing Mindoro under Panay. July 17, 1892, reached Dapitan at 7 in the evening. Captain Del Gras handed Rizal over to Captain Ricardo Carnicero, a Spanish commandant of Dapitan. The same night, Rizal began his exile in Dapitan, which would last until July 31, 1896, a period of 4 years. So, 4 na taon. So, bakit siya pinatapon sa Dapitan? Uh, pinatapon siya sa Dapitan dahil sa hinala nilang pag-aklas ni Rizal laban sa pamahalaang Espanya. Inilarawan siya ng mga praile na isang traidor at walang utang na loob dahil sa eskwelahang Espanya at walang pinapatakbo dahil na rin pinapatakbo ang mga praile para umangat ang karunungan at ang salang pagsira sa reputasyon ng bansang Espanya gamit ang kanyang mga akdang nobela katulad ng El Filibusterismo at No Limit Tangere. So, yan po ma'am ang aming report. So, yan po matatapos ang aming report. The second homecoming of Rizal. And thank you for sana maintindihan nyo kahit konti lang. Thank you ma'am.